Good morning. It's Thursday, May 25th, and we're here to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle as usual. It's constructed by Andrew Kingsley and Garrett Chalfin. Can't say that I recognize either of those names, but it's Thursday, so we're expecting some trickery, some trickeration, and got some interesting and helpful feedback on last Thursday's solve about how I don't engage much with the themes, which is honestly because I'm too stupid to understand them half the time, and I just kind of gloss over them because I'm focused on the wordplay. But this is a crossword blog, and I should probably do a little better job engaging with the themes. And so thank you for the feedback. And also just a reminder, like, I'm not a professional crossword analyst. I'm a guy with a YouTube channel and a dream. So feel free to give me constructive criticism and negative feedback. And I don't know, if it makes sense, I'll try to incorporate it. Also, like, go Celtics, still hanging in there. Got a long road ahead, but hopefully tonight they can climb back to within one game of the Heat. Anyways, without further ado, let's do it and do all the YouTube stuff. Like it, subscribe it, be my friend on YouTube so I can keep putting puzzles up. And go. Wows. That's probably Oz. Food blog, maybe? I don't know. Exercise that incorporates ballet, yoga, and Pilates. I think that's bar. Not daring at all. Like, safe. Our treat on us. Interesting that you would clue this as on us and not onus. I think I would, if I constructed this puzzle, I might have opted for onus. Something gas law. Is this like inert or something? Dogs that can run up to 35 miles an hour. It's pretty fast. I mean, I'm thinking of like a border collie as like the fastest dog I can think of. Dash. So looks like we are gonna have a theme, and I am gonna have the opportunity to look like an idiot trying to explain it. It's fit for a queen. Maybe like chess, or is it like a mattress thing, like a Serta? I don't know. Gmail alternative. Is that like MSN maybe? Secretly unseal, perhaps. Pronoun heard in Hamlet and Richard II appropriately. Establishments for facials and waxing. That's spas. Electrical current converter. Oh, and here we are. Certain soup ingredients, or a homophonic hint to the answers to the starred clues. Well, certain soup ingredients. I mean, the first thing that came to mind was split peas, but that doesn't fit. Lentils, no. Certain soup ingredients. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Option at many bike shops. I mean, a lot of options. French 101 word with 3 vowels. Like, oui. Freestyle, maybe. That's probably rap. A piece in the game Othello is a tile, I believe. Fabric for some formal table linens. Formal table linens, like, what is this? It lightly. I don't know. Commonly torn tissue for short. Is it like ACL? Anterior cruciate ligament. American charges. Feels like an American Airlines clue, maybe. American charges. A country composed of over 7,000 islands. Oh, is this actually split peas? Oh my god. I'm an idiot. So this is why I don't talk about themes, because I'm an idiot. When I was looking at this, I was thinking it was the across, but it's obviously the down. And split peas was the first thing that came to mind. So there we go. But I don't know what that means. Are we going to have words with a double P? So, like, let's see here. So, like, maybe this is a double P, and we're going to have 2 separate words split, would be my guess. I don't know. We'll find out. American charges, country composed. Religious scroll is a Torah. Since that's over with, staff. Staff. Hmm. Geological span is an era, could be an eon. Saxophone playing Muppet. Hmm. From birth. Is that natal? Just trying to get a confirmation so I don't know if it's eon or era. Act as an usher for. Hmm. Lacking seriousness as an attitude. Chihuahua, for one. Is it state? I mean, it's one of the states in Mexico, Chihuahua. No. Chihuahua. Nickname for Letitia. Is that like Tish, maybe? Glad. Yeah, glad. Hefty. I'm going to say this is Tish. Nike competitor, Avia. Syrian strongman. Brand of coolers and insulated drinkware is Yeti. Yeti has really exploded in the last few years, and I gotta say, like, their stuff is super expensive, but it's so good. I mean, I'm drinking every day that you see me here. I'm drinking out of my. Where's the thing? Is it a Yeti there? Yeti. There we go. Oh, I hate how it's mirrored. There it is. Yeti. Yeti. I'm not sponsored by Yeti, but I'd love to be. So if you know anyone at Yeti who really appreciated that plug, holler. An obsolescent film format. Is that like a reel? I bet that's a reel. And this is par. And this does kind of look like lacking seriousness. So maybe this is a P. A golden ratio symbol is phi. So it is going to be a split P. I mean, that's as advertised. Like much of Europe beginning in 1939. Let's see, much of Europe. Yippee! That feels like wahoo. I'm pretty confident about Oz there, and I wasn't confident about MSN. Something Green Balch. I have no idea. International Day of Peace. Well, there's only one month that begins with S, and it's September, right? Oh, and this makes sense then. So dogs that can run up to 35 miles an hour. So like now this will be a P, and it'll be I don't know what it is still, but um, good or bad questioner. Oh, cop. Good cop, bad cop. Bracketologist picks often. Bracketologists picks often. Animal Crossing. Like feels like a growl or something, but purr is what would fit here. Animal Crossing. Eye up and down. Assess. Maybe. What's this? Food coma. Animal Crossing. Oh, a mutt. What is this? Whippet? A whippet. Those guys are fast. Friends Jed and Nathan have whippets. That's my whippet story. Like much of Europe, beginning in 1932. Like, oh, at war. Not daring at all tame. This Emily? Emily Green Balch? Like Emil, maybe. Pronoun heard. I don't know. Bracketologist picks are, that's probably one seeds, right? The favorites. JPEG alternative is a bit something? Bit map? Secretly unseal. Oh, Steam open. Boy, that's out of a murder mystery. I'm gonna say this is bitmap. That sounds like a thing. This ideal gas law. Show up again. Not well at all. A rare, so that's rare. Yeah, so ideal, flare, Elon. Fit for a queen is a tiara. Adios is ciao. Reap. Show up again. Reap? Show up again. Oh, wait. Yeah, reap. What? Show up again. Oh, re. So this is a split one as well. Reappear? Is that what it is? Also funny that's not we, that's O, which also has 3 letters. So let's reappear. Okay, not well at all. Rare, Elon. Satyajit raised the ape. This must be ape, right? The ape trilogy? I don't know. Like the fact that Lance Bass sang bass for In Sync. Well-mannered sort. It's like an earl or a lord or something. Lord. A disc? Maybe this is disc, not tile. So lord, let's try lord here. Jojo Rabbit setting is World War II. Great movie, really brilliant movie. And the fact that they make it, oh, this must be the royal we. Interesting. The fact that Lance Bass. Oh, a power supply. All right. Apu trilogy. Interesting. Oh, apt. There we go. Apu followed by apt. Rundown is. What is this? Something ride. Rundown. Oh, recap. Rundown. I was thinking like ruins or something, like something that had been eroded over time. Rundown. Hit lightly. Chortles. That's probably yucks. It's like a fast ride. Hip hop. Oh, trap. There we go. Test ride. There we go. Allotment term is each. Bond's debut film, Doctor No. I've rambled about the James Bond films previously. I love them. Not too many, like a few. This is Damask. Hit lightly. This is airfares. So it was American Airlines. Not too many, a few. Boom holder is the mast on a sailboat. What is this? Oh, the Philippines. Isn't this more fun when I talk about the theme? Is that spelled right? Is that going to be a double I? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. I insist. A banned book of 1955. Huh. So this is not right. Religious scroll. Tap one's phone. It feels like spy. Tap one's phone, perhaps. Interesting. What's going on here? Banned book. Since that's over with, now chest and waves heave. Now then, Ernie. What is this? Flippant. We're getting there. She. And this is like Ella, like ELLA maybe? Like staff. Yeah, oh yeah, staff is employees. This writer, Elie Wiesel. I feel like that's going to be an L. National League expansion team of 62 must be the Mets. Act as an usher for. Act as an usher for. Chihuahua. Must be state. Syrian strongman. Assad. This is Lolita. C in. Flattened. Oh, that's an I. That's my only problem there. Ironed is flattened. Assad and Essa. Ugh. So Essa, is that a word? I mean, C in and state both feel right. It was a pretty average solve time here, but I've got a mistake, obviously. Oz, coma, bar, tame, onus, or on us. Ideal gas law. Do I like that? I think that looks pretty good. Whippets. Yeah. Tiara is fit for a queen. Reap. Oh, reappeared. All right. AOL. Steam open. Royal we. Spas. Power supply. Do I like that? Maybe lays. Oh yeah, hit with some light. Yeah. A test ride. Oh, wrap. A disc. A mask. ACL. Airfares. Philippines. That looks pretty good. Torah. Now then. Employees. Era. C in. ESSA. Like ESSA. But what else could? I mean, everything else looks correct here. And Assad is right? Flip, flip, flip bant. Tish? Do I like Tish? Tiss? That'd be a bad nickname. Tiss. Avia, Assad, Yeti, Real. Eesh. Wow, it's like Yahoo, Wahoo, Emily, September, Cop, One Seeds, Mutt, Assess, It Map, Adios, Reappear, Rare, Elon, Apu, Apt, Lord, World War II, Recap, like Yucks. This is weird. Normally, I know I have a sense of where my mistake is. Everything here looks pretty dang good. Oh, what is this? Tap one's phone. I said everything. I spoke too soon. I said everything looks good, and I had a clear mistake. I should have known when I changed that L to an I that there might be an additional ripple effect in Philippines. But when you tap one's phone, you are paying for something. That's modern technology for you, folks. 1638, still pretty good. Not terrible. And I did talk a little more today, so it should take a little longer, right? Overall, I mean, that's a fine Thursday theme. Split P makes sense. It was, I don't know, apparent enough that it was the first thing that came to mind when I read soup ingredients. So that's good. I mean, it was sort of intuitive to figure out what the theme was going to be, and then you just had to figure out how to execute it. Whippets are a pretty, like, I don't know, not a super common dog. Electrical current converter as power supply. That seems a little bit odd. The supply is the converter. I don't know. Seems a little weird. But overall, I thought this was a pretty good puzzle, and held up to the Thursday expectations. Not much terrible fill that I could really rip into too bad. I like food coma here. Pure bar class, like that's a terrific exercise that I've heard is a real butt kicker. I already mentioned like onus on us. It's funny as a constructor. I mean, you make so many choices, like consciously or subconsciously. Perhaps they didn't even consider the word onus, and it was like, no, that looks like on us to me. But it's funny how much variance you could just the way you clue a puzzle changes it so much. I mean, the same fill could be a Monday or a Saturday potentially, depending. Maybe not. Saturday has a lot of long fill, and Monday's got a lot of short fill. But the cluing is what makes it easy or hard. I have no idea what the ideal gas law is. I'm glad I didn't fall into the inert gas law trap, which I was about to. AOL feels like a real throwback. Do people still use AOL? Is that like a thing that's happening in the world? Steam Open, like I mentioned, that feels very like Angela Lansbury, like murder mystery kind of deal. Royal We I like very much, and I didn't realize that was actually like a Shakespearean thing. I thought that was more of a modern nod to Shakespeare, perhaps. Power Supply I mentioned. Test ride, I would hope that every bike shop would offer you a test ride before selling a bike. Bikes are not cheap, and you should never buy a bike you haven't ridden. Just pro tip. That's my 2 cents about that. Wrap, crossing, trap. Normally, I wouldn't like the redundancy, but since they sort of complement one another, I sort of like that. Trap music is a style of rap, so kind of works. Disc, tile, sure. I don't know, kind of the same thing, right? Damask, I have no idea what it is, but I know that it's a fancy linen thing. So there you go. Philippines. I've never been to the Philippines. I don't know a whole lot about it, except that it's a bunch of islands. And Manny Pacquiao and Imelda Marcos, is that Philippines? Torah, now then, employees. Kind of a lot of just like kind of not so exciting Phil. Tish, I don't know anyone named Letitia or Tish, so that doesn't really ring too many bells. Assad is indeed a Syrian strongman. Might have painted him with a different brush there. I mentioned Yeti, big Yeti fan. Tried to show you my Yeti cup. I was really bad at figuring out the mirror effect of being on camera, so that's what a professional I am. At war, Wahoo. Wahoo. I think Yahoo is probably a little more appropriate, but it's all the same. It's all just some sound we make sometimes. I have no idea who Emily Green Balch is, but I hope that she was worthy of that Nobel Prize. Good cop, bad cop, that's a fun one. One seeds, this would be more appropriate in March when we're talking about March Madness and NCAA tournament. That's kind of the only time that bracketology is really on the docket. Animal Crossing, I thought that one was pretty fun. Mud Bitmap, I have no idea, but sounds like a thing. Adios, Reappear. I like this one, Not Well at All, rare. It's good punny clue. So always a fan of that. I'm curious about the Apu trilogy. Apu, I've talked about this on some previous solves, but he kind of got canceled because he's an Indian stereotype, and now he's just a silent character, which I feel like is almost worse. Like taking the voice away from the Indian character makes it better and more empowered. I don't know. I stopped watching The Simpsons many years ago. I grew up on The Simpsons, but I'm curious what the Apu trilogy. Is this 3 books about Apu? Couldn't possibly be, right? Apu followed by Apt, In Sync. That rings bells from my youth. Jojo Rabbit I mentioned, big fan of that. Recap. Yeah, just kind of a lot of kind of not exciting fill. I feel like the fill is sort of below average here and might have suffered a bit from the theme. The theme, kind of constrained the constructors a little bit. I do love that there's not a lot of short fill. There's not a ton of 3-letter words. There are a lot of 4-letter words, but I prefer the less short fill, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Lolita got banned in 1955. If it came out today, it'd probably get banned today. So I don't know. History is cyclical. History is a flat circle. Tap one's phone, sure. Hefty cinch sack, great. Heave. Chests. Oh, it's funny. When I first read this, I was thinking like a chest of drawers or something. I was like, it only heaves if you get it wet or something. It only heaves if it's gone wrong. Ernie, that's great. I actually Ernie for Halloween one year in college. My buddy Jeff J Shap was Bert, and we also had an Oscar the Grouch. We had a Count. We rolled pretty deep Sesame Street wise. It was great. Essa, I don't. This looks totally foreign and unfamiliar, although it is foreign by definition. So perhaps that's appropriate. Couldn't care less about the Mets. Elie Wiesel is a good guy. And I think Elie Wiesel won a Nobel Prize also, perhaps. Um, Maybe not. I guess you don't win a prize for writing a book. That would Pulitzer Prize, maybe. I'm just saying things. I read that book when I was 14 years old, which was a long time ago. Anyways, I'm glad we got that through that one together. I appreciate your help straightening out that Philippines mess that I made for myself. As I mentioned at the top of the video, like the video, subscribe to the video. Feel free to give me constructive or unconstructive feedback. Like, tell me what you hate about my solves. It's all welcome. It's all good. The fact that you're here tuning in is enough, and I would love to know what would make these videos more appealing for you. So, if you have any criticisms or just tips or pointers or things you'd like to see, hear me talk about, or hear me stop talking about, like the Celtics, tell me to shut up. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep rambling because that's my comfort zone. And as usual, I appreciate you joining me here for this live solve of the New York Times crossword. And I hope you'll join me again next time for another live solve. Thanks. Bye.